Beautiful beings of the universe, welcome to now. In this video, I'm going to talk about synchronicity. So, you might think when you're on this path of consciousness, just trying to find out the deeper clarity inside of you, you might find that you're facing day in and out lots of synchronicities. And you might question, is that really a synchronicity? Or is that the gangstalking game that they have made it look like a synchronous thing? Like, for example, you would be just having your coffee, and then in front of you comes all of these big vehicles with messages written on them. Like, for example, they do not like the fact that you tell the truth because what they want is one side of violence. They want you to be put under control, they want you to be beaten down by them and not say a word about it. And then they would call it, and if you have the guts and the courage to speak the truth, that's what truly makes you a true chosen one. Then they're going to tell you that, oh, how how are you not putting up with our bullshit? So the fact that you raise your voice, they're going to call that as bullshit. They're going to tag you as irrelevant. Why? Because what the society wants is a one way attack on you. They do not want that when the mirror is shown and when they are shown how ugly they are, they just don't freaking like that, do they? And while all of these people are working so hard to gangstalk you, to just spread lies about you, to put dirt and mud on your image, well, all of those things basically just made you stronger because you are an alchemist. I am an alchemist and I just talk about my experience. So the more these people try and put dirt and put all of their lies, I just transmute that and show them the mirror. And I tell you, they so hate it. They so much hate it. The moment you show up as the courageous goddess that you are, they freaking hate that, I tell you. All of their messages is about manipulating your truth. So, for example, when you are speaking up your voice for the truth, they would send out through the disgusting messages in the app, messages on the t shirt, like, I just make you some shut the fuck up cakes. Because these demons, they absolutely hate the fact that you expose their lies, which they do in silence. And mind you, their humiliation to you is absolutely public. So naturally, you gotta expose them publicly. What these demons want is that they want to keep on attacking you, to destroy you, to get rid of you, because you're the real god, you're the true goddess. And they want to make it look like, no, you're just a talker. You don't amount to anything. But it's precisely in you telling the truth that your power lies, because your throat chakra was gifted with this. Because you were born to be the voice of the truth. You're the chosen one. You're the real indigo child. And nobody can take that away from you. But what these demons try to control you, manipulate you, twist your reality to bend and fit into their petty little viewpoint that they fucking hold about you, it's all precisely about them. None of that is about you. And you might feel that why this attack on you 24/7 by these thousands of gangstalkers, all of these cars stalking you, bikes, heavy vehicles, like carrying 6, 7 cars onto them with their messages, big buses with their billboards stating, we don't want no bullshit. All of that targeting you. Their intelligence devices, their magnetic wave frequencies, satellites, all of that spanning on you. Because they just paid all of the community that, well, guys, you gotta police this person because we foresee that this is somebody who's too woke and we don't like that. So, do you have a choice? Do you really have a choice? And I say the only choice that you have is to state your experience, to tell the truth, because your truth is going to be there for the rest of the world. So, anybody who in turn experiences this, which is basically being experienced by a whole bunch of people, you just check it out on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Reddit. It's just all around. So they pretty well know that you're woke and you're stating facts, but they want to manipulate you and lie around you and say, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you explain that again? Like, you just couldn't be any more clear than this. And mind you, somebody who doesn't understand your side of reality, they're doing that on purpose. I tell you that clearly, completely, 100%. They're doing that on purpose so that they can manipulate your reality, so that they can ask you to shut up and don't just talk about the violence that they do to you. This is truly criminal. And they don't want you to tell the truth. And in order to protect that, they are going to put up all the false evidences and lies about you, which you are not. All in the name of fear and greed. Because they do not have a soul like you. They do not have any true personality. All that they have is a front UI, a front image. And truly on the inside, there's just nothing. It's a complete hollow, empty shell. And when they see somebody so solid like you, when they see somebody who has been through it all and they precisely know what they're talking about, because whatever I say, it's all my real experience. And they don't like that. They get so freaking jealous of your talents, for the fact that you are so well spoken, for the fact that you are a genius musician, you are a genius technocrat, you are a multi-talented face of the truth. You're the true God, you're the true goddess. And they want to be just hiding all of that fact from you and put you down into a tiny sinkhole to show that you're none of that. And that's why you are put under all of their criteria, wherein you need to fit their standards, which is intentionally made so that they fail you, so that they keep saying no. But well, being a chosen, this has been your life, because you are so high vibrational that these low vibing people have always intentionally put you on the last, because they are so terrified and afraid of your vibration, because you just see them as they are through their spirit, which is hollow and empty. And when they come around you, they completely feel naked. They cannot stand the fact that they are in front of somebody who can just see through their masks, and whatever they pretend to be, they are absolutely not. They want to show like their shit doesn't stink. They want to show like they are in some way or form pretty much superior to you. All of that disguised, delusional mentality that these people have. Well, good luck. Nobody can ever hide two things, the truth and the sun. And we being chosen, we just represent the sun. All of this game plan, all of this strategy, all of this controversy is just around spreading fear. It's just about spreading greed onto you, so that you start to vibrate very, very low, just like them. But that's not who you are. You just never fucking been like them. Plain and simple. You stand strong because you are all by yourself. And there's this divine energy that operates through you. You're not strong because there comes a bunch of goons and stupid ass people who have got your back. There's nobody supporting you, but the universe supports you. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of beauty in that. There's pain in that. I do not deny that. There are times when you're going to feel your heart has just been cut open by the pain, because of all these demonic acts that these gangstalkers do to you. And you feel the pain and you do cry, because you're a real human being. You've got a soul. But on these gangstalkers, they're very happy when you suffer. They're very happy when you cry. They're very happy when you are beaten down and fallen. They're very happy if you die. They're going to have a party around that. So don't just die because don't just give up and die and fall so that you don't have to get up and fight. You might think this is a never ending fight. Then, bitch, so be it. Let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. And why do I say that? Because I just want to see all of these gangstalkers. Basically, these are all paid by the top notch leader. And all of these are just the minions who take notes on you, who follow you. Their animals, their birds, their satellites, their planes, they themselves. You might have seen a lot of people just coming across you every single second, like you do not have any sense of privacy at all. And these people just come around and start taking notes on you on their notepad or on their laptop or on their iPhone, iPads. And what is the intention? They take all of this message and then send it on to the top master who has paid them. And they've been studying you for years. For years. And where does it land them? Nowhere, because your soul is pure. Because you are untainted. Because you are divine. You are the goddess. You are the god. And what their whole agenda is that by daily attacking you over years, they're going to bring you to a point wherein you just say, all right, demons, I give up my divinity. But no, bitch. Not this time. Not any time. Never. We're not going to just fold to their fears. We're not going to fold to their greed. Just understand about this concept of consistency from these people. How they're on it all the day, all these years, every single second. How much consistent they are in attacking you. That clearly shows your power, your strength. That you there stand alone. And here comes all of these bunch of people who have been spending a whole lot of money through their agents, through the people trying to study you. And they hate the fact that you know it all. They just fucking hate the fact that how the hell do you know all of our secrets? When nobody is speaking to you, we made you completely disconnected from the society. How the hell do you know that we are doing this behind you? And your answer is glory be to the Lord who tells you the truth. The God comes to you in your inner voice and tells you this is what is happening. Don't just fall for their sweet, sugary words. They might be smiling and talking nice in front of you while planning your grave right behind your back. Or might be just trying to attack you physically, in person, absolutely being shameless, as if there is going to be no consequence. Because they think that we are the top-notch criminals who goes against us. Because they completely deny the existence of God, and they completely deny the existence of the universal laws of karma. There's this cause and there's this effect. Whatever they're going to do is going to cost them. Whenever they have gone against the chosen, against the people of light, against the people of truth, against your divinity, they would ultimately destroy their own self. And you do not need to fight. You do not need to fight. You don't have a job to prove yourself to the others that, look, this is what I am. And if you try and mess with me, this is what I'm going to do to you. You don't need to do none of that. So these people, as funny as it may seem, they just come around in their flashy clothing, suit and ties, trying to intimidate you, in their big fancy Porsches and rich stuffs, trying to intimidate you like you're just a little ant. You're nothing in front of us. Who do you think you're playing with? And I don't need to explain none of myself. And you don't need to explain none of you. Because for you, the truth itself is enough. These people might have more. But since they've sold their soul to the demons, and they go against you for no reason, while you be just minding your own business, living in your happy little world, You don't bother anybody else. Little old you, little old me. I don't bother nobody else. I just do my own thing. And some people got a lot of problem with that. A lot of these bodies have got a lot of problem with people like you, people like me, because we are just simple and we just be ourselves. We are not conditioned, and we are not trying to play fool of ourselves. We are not trying to sell our soul for validation. And they don't like that. Why are you not begging in front of us? Why aren't you begging in front of us that please take me in? Please validate me. Please make me your friend. You don't want to be friend of these demonic ass birds and animals and their people. While they be sending out these all demonic birds on purpose, they be sending out these demonic gangstalkers all on purpose. You don't want to be friends with any of them, because you know that their whole life is a lie. And all that these gangstalkers do, because these people have basically been paid, and you get that. You completely get that they need money and they've been paid by the agencies. But you understand their misery there. You understand the pain that these people are basically going through, and you just wish them well in their life. But understand this, that whatever karma people do, they've got to pay back for that. And there's no way that they would stop you from telling the truth, because all that the evil, the demonic entities want is you to stay quiet, so that there is nobody to challenge their evil actions, their evil stunts that they play against the chosen ones. And all of this entire way of the society is to keep you in fear by confusing system which nobody has ever truly understood. But all you are supposed to do is just follow the rules. And if you are somebody like me who questions why, if a certain rule doesn't make sense, you're going to ask why. And they're going to say, what do you mean why? It's written. Just follow. And being sensible, naturally you would ask, so who was the person who basically made this rule on the first place? And you want to have a clarity, because rules are for the people, so that society could be organized. And if some rule has been outdated, that needs to be updated. That guidebook needs an update. That phrase needs to be rephrased. Documentation needs to be updated. So you bring that point up. But they want to make it look like, no, this has been going on for years. Why would I want to change that? Why should I update my handbook? This has been there for years. So, though the message might seem repetitive, but understand that the games that the demons play, the gangstalkers play, is also repetitive. And for something that is repetitive, you're going to fight back in the same very way. Because the lies are old, and so is the truth, far more ancient, eternal, and only truth shall rise and truth shall win. So you need not bring yourself down just because out of they want to spread fear to you. So you do not say what is your own experience. And there would be times when people would just manipulate your experience like this is all my experience, and I'm not saying somebody else's viewpoint. Now there are people who are going to get it because they themselves have seen it and they have a sense of understanding, and for those who don't, they just won't resonate. Then for them, probably they will not even care about your views. Probably they won't even listen to your viewpoint. And that's just about it. So all that you're supposed to be doing is be you 100%. Be yourself unapologetically. Just keep saying for yourself, because if you think that there's somebody else who's going to save you, no. You must take all of the responsibility and stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what makes sense to you. Just stand up for the life that you want to create. Because if you keep drifting with them, with their idea and their intention, they would be very happy at your destruction, and you do not want that. I mean, you would want that only if you're in a state of complete self-hatred, and that's what they want you to live in. They want you to self-hate because they have themselves been hating themselves. That's why they took to these menial jobs of gang stalking, because they have sold their soul to the demon for money, for greed. But what they do not know is that the same system which has paid them for gang stalking is going to get rid of them. And you cannot believe a system and the set of evil people who hire to make division amongst each other so that they could divide and rule, and they could just have their say that, look, we are the ones who control and manipulate people. So just be careful where you put your trust in. If you put your trust to the evil, to the darkness, to the ignorance in the world, it's going to come back to you. And that's going to be very, very painful. Though in the now, you might be enjoying those sugar candy life, not for too long. Everything that you get now, you've got to pay back for that. Just like life and death. If you're alive now, we are all going to die. And nobody's eternalized. So far, nobody's eternalized. People want to keep on living in this illusion that they are here forever, and that's why they can get away with their demonic activities and whatever state of darkest state of minds that they are in, because that's the type of world we're living in. It's a very dark world. People are going to hate on you for the fact that you are a kind-hearted, true person of light and intelligence, and they fucking hate you for that. But if you're a bully, if you're a criminal, if you are somebody who could learn to manipulate and utilize somebody else, if you can act cheap and low like them, wow, you're going to have a ton of fans for that, I tell you. But just because you chose to be yourself, even though that meant standing alone, everybody's got a problem with you. And that's not now. This has been your whole life. So that's why when they see somebody as resilient as me, somebody so strong and courageous as me, they hate you for that, because they so badly want to have that piece of courage that they never ever had. Why? Because all that they knew their whole life was about validation, about having the tribe mentality, that sheep mentality. Let's all hang out together. Let's all be together. Let's all get insane together. Let's all drink and get wild and just live and die in ignorance together. That's their life. And it's one dumb person going to clap for another dumb person and call, hey, you're my friend. And say that your fart doesn't stink. Your fart smells great. And then other person says, ha, your fart smells great. That's a sort of companionship. You don't want to be part of that. You're far too woke to live for their lies. You're far too woke to see through the bullshit and the games people play, which is so insane. Just so insane. And I'm not saying that being by yourself and being alone is very, very awesome. But for sure, it's far better than being with another demon who drains your energy, who's an energy vampire. You don't want to be around them. But if you do find your vibe tribe, that hits different. That's a different sort of nurturing that you get with a community that is full of people of light who want to elevate the vibration on the planet. Then we are not going to advocate this world of rat eat rat world, wherein there's just competition and violence. There's hate, there's fear, and there's greed. What else? Chances are people have never truly understood you, because to understand you means to take responsibility, to change themselves, which is a very difficult thing. And I get that. I'm not perfect. I struggle with my own change of mindset, which is very difficult. I know I should get up early and should start doing stuffs. And being that disciplined is hard for me. But I do try certain days in a week if I can. And I do experiment with myself, because what is all this? Your whole life is an experiment with the experiments of truth. Experiments on just improving your own states of consciousness. That's all there is to life. People would just bully you and try and destroy you and attack you every single day. And that is okay with them. Nobody has got any problem with the bullies. But when you step up for yourself and you tell your truth, they tell you that nobody cares. I'm not listening. And just the way how they have the guts to say, I'm not listening, you should have the guts to tell them you're not listening to their bullshit and their lies. Like how they don't care about you, give it back to them just the same way how they did to you. And I swear, they don't like that. These demons definitely don't like when you show them the mirror of how ugly they are. They freaking hate on that. Because all that they want is that you just break down and kneel down and just feel broken. Because that's the only way that they could feel more powerful over you. That they could say that I control you. See, I'm the puppet master and you're the puppet. I pull your strings. Because they are imagining in their head that they're God. They imagine themselves like they're playing God. But they do not know that there's a puppet behind, a puppeteer string behind them. And this whole creation, this whole game of Maya, this yin yang game, is created by the creator. And if they delude themselves to be the God, there's nothing that could be more delusional. So you just let them be as who they are, and you choose to be who you are. Just the same way they have the freedom to express their hate, you have the freedom to express your love. Because they want you down and broken and hateful like them. But you're not going to do that because that's not who you are. You choose love, you choose peace, you choose compassion, you choose beauty on the earth, like the nature, like the beautiful green of the nature, which is so beautiful. This is all love. God created beauty and love on the planet. And what we humans did, we created this disparity and hatred. Though we all can live together in a happy, joyful environment. So just choose. What side are you on? Are you choosing fear? Or are you choosing love? Are you choosing compassion? Are you choosing beauty? Are you choosing truth? Because automatically, as you turn towards the truth, your interest in the false and the lies and the tricks and the gimmicks tends to fall. Because you see, that's just taking you nowhere. These people can keep on going round and round and round in circles and die and be born again and again and reincarnate thousands, millions of times on the planet only to stay lost and confused. Because all this while, the answer is only in love and peace and compassion. And that's the way you live by. And that's the way you are going to say what you need to say. Because it's your channel and your life is your show. We are all playing a game on this planet Earth. The demons know damn well that they are the minions of the demons, and we the people of light know damn well that we are the minions of the gods. So I'm going to act like an angel because that's who I am, and I'll let the demons play out like the way they are. So be it. And fear nothing. And even if you do fear, I tell you, you will get over that. Because there's something inside of you that just doesn't want you down and dark. Why? Because you're a person of light. So love yourself and embrace yourself. Come to the heart center. Say that I love you. I just love you for all of the being in the existence that you are. Say that you're the divine, epic, beautiful creature on the planet who's here to raise the vibration, who's here to just make your life beautiful. And when you do that, when you make that promise to yourself, I tell you, there are a lot of good energy out there in the universe that comes to your favor. And you do not do this in order to people please. You do not do this to get the validation of the people. You do this for yourself, because your whole life is about knowing who you are. And there's no way you are going to get to yourself, to the center of your being, I am, if you do not love yourself. And the society which is constantly telling you of all the lies about you, you've got to first distrust what is the false in order to come to the core of the truth of who you truly are. So just choose the truth, choose the beauty, choose the love, choose the compassion, and make that as your central life purpose, because that's what it is. So that's all I wanted to speak in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Bye for now.